Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of TWIRL, the show where we recap everything that's been happening in the past week of Rocket League. We're going to be taking a look at an esports update coming to the game. We've got some sad news for any Mac and Linux users. We've got the start of RLCS Season 9. We've got the great community submissions of goals and fashion designs, and much more to take a look at. So let's kick things off with some news, taking a look at that esports update. Now this is going to be the first Rocket League update of 2020, and it's going to be coming out on February the 4th. We're going to be seeing 4 teams added to the esports store. That's going to be E United, the Pittsburgh Knights, Team Reciprocity, and Team Veloce. There's also NRG Esports with a little bit of a refresh and a newly branded logo. Now I would say the decals for the brand new teams look great, especially the Pittsburgh Knights, but unfortunately the NRG decal looks a little flat in my opinion. Now they also list some of the items that are going to be added to this esports shop rotation. That's going to be an Octane decal and a Dominus decal. Unfortunately still nothing for the Fennec. We've then got 3 pairs of wheels with the ARMR wheels, the Bionic wheels, and the Patriarch wheels. The final item that's going to be added in this rotation is going to be banners for your favorite teams. Finally, they have a little bit of a teaser saying that fan rewards will also be refreshed in this update, but they're going to have more information down the line. The next piece of news is Psyonix announcing that they're going to be ending Linux and Mac support for Rocket League coming in the month of March. The announcement was met with a lot of negativity from the fans, obviously from those of Mac and Linux that will no longer be able to play the game, but also a lot of negativity directed towards Psyonix's acquisition by Epic Games, feeling that there's mostly been negative updates since then and nothing that's really redeemed the acquisition. Psyonix has tried to do some damage control since the announcement, saying that they will refund any copies of Mac or Linux as long as you submit a ticket. Now I doubt this includes DLC, and it's definitely not going to include credits, but you can get the base game refunded if you're on one of those platforms. Now for the reason as to this update, Psyonix said that as we continue to upgrade Rocket League with new technologies, it is no longer viable for us to maintain support for the Mac OS and Linux platforms. It's estimated that about 0.3% of the community is on one of these platforms, which totals around 500,000 players, but this change doesn't just affect players on the platform. Another Redditor chimed in to say that they use Linux for their tournaments. There's a lot less hassle than using Windows, so you might also see some of the smaller tournaments affected by this change. We then have the start of RLCS Season 9. Now Psyonix released a fantastic little teaser to build up some hype, and they also talked about some of the changes coming to Season 9. The main attraction is going to be the addition of 2 extra teams. So for the regions, they're going to be bumped up from 8 to 10. So that means more teams, more competition, more matches, which is going to be great for esports viewing. In addition to that, we've also got some prize pool increases to the Oceanic and South American regions. The LPL Rocket League Oceanic Championship will now sport a prize pool of $75,000, and the South American Grand Series will now have a prize pool of $35,000. We then had professional Rocket League player, coach and YouTuber Lethamyr announcing that he's going to be starting his own EU monthly tournaments. Now this one's going to be self-funded, and he's going to be putting in $1,000 from his own pocket. Any donations he receives during the tournament will also be added to the prize pool. Now Psyonix has been criticized for their smaller tournaments, but I think it's great that the community is coming together to create some of their own. The final piece of news surrounds the RLCS Season 8 winners. NRG did an AMA when Ask Me Anything on the official Rocket League Discord server. Now while the AMA is over and you can no longer ask questions, you're still going to be able to go through the questions that were asked to them previously and learn more about NRG. We then have 2 quick creations to take a look at. The first one is a new decal idea coming out from rocketleague.designs, and this one is named Dispersion. It's a very cool looking decal with a nice black and white smoky animation that perfectly loops back on itself. And the final creation comes out from naeNaelyr, and it's a cool pixel art with the Dominus GT. Might make for a nice poster or a desktop wallpaper. But we're then going to be moving on to our plays for the week. Our first play comes out from Dogo RL, starts off with some flashy spins from across the map, grabs a flip reset on the ceiling, and finishes things off with a fantastic corner read. Our next play comes out from Pala, also grabs a flip reset on the ceiling and pulls off a beautiful backwards flip reset. We've got another flip reset coming out from BRCamy, all these beautiful domino spins, grabs the flip reset on the underside of the car and quickly scoops it in for a fantastic goal. Now we've seen 3 flip resets using the car, but here we've got a Weaver showing a flip reset using the rim in hoops. Our next play comes out from Art Piece, starts off with a little bit of a fake, does a nice spin and grabs so much power on that beautiful shot, and the final insult to injury is going to be that demo at the end. We then have BRCamy. Him and his teammate both decide to go for the back boost, but they come together and pinch the ball in for a really satisfying goal. We then have 2 more pinches coming out from our Discord server. You'll find the server link down in the description where you can share your own clips or fashion designs and possibly have them featured. Now the first pinch is from ihatemyliving, comes off the ceiling holding a flip, feathers a little bit of a boost, and with that flip gets a lot of power on that pinch. And the final pinch is from Limburger, coming straight from a kickoff, goes up the wall, and boosts down into the ball for a nice powerful pinch. We then have some really fast play from TooManyPelican. Wins the kickoff and quickly goes up the wall, almost immediately flips off it, and as he grabs that flip reset, immediately scoops the ball into the goals. We're then going to move into our fashion segment for today. The first piece comes out from the ever so creative Aiden Stevens, showing off his take on the Starry night painting. For any of you Overwatch fans out there, we've got a Lucio design coming out from snoopmammal. And for this one, I really love the use of the reverb wheels as well as the equalizer trail. Next we have Psyonix showing off his black Opal design, and you can see the fantastic combination of the reticle wheels with the obsidian paint finish. Our next piece is from snailmcfail, and it's a fun thematic design centered around the Goldfish topper. Our next design is from Jumper X, named Model 2111, and he put together a really creative showcase for his beautiful design. We've then got some designs from our Discord server. The first one is Dragon, and he showed off his Lucky Lantern wheel design, pairing up with the Kana Octane decal. We had Loco Dango with the super cool Quicksilver design. And the final design for this week comes up from a Ninso, and it's a wonderful shot of his Huntress design. But that is going to be a wrap on this week's episode of TWIRL. Let me know what you guys thought about this one in the comments. Are you guys excited for that esports update? And also, if you guys are enjoying these videos, make sure you subscribe to the channel. But that is all from me, my friends, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.